this afternoon to show you another Scraplift Crafternoon. I'm going to be playing along with Anna from Peace Craft Love and a few other lovely ladies. We are scraplifting a layout from the lovely Carrie Wingfield. I will put her layout up here in the corner. First, I just want to show you what I am going to play with today. I pulled out a piece of ash basil cardstock, 2 pieces of simple story pattern paper. It's from that emoji line that they had recently. And then I pulled out some enamel dots, some thicker phrases, and these are on wax paper because they came out of my color binder, and I have just started the process of organizing my stickers and die cuts as I open packages into color binders, as you can see from RTS scrapbooking. I'll put a link below for all of this stuff so that you can see below. And I just want to show you what I'm going to start with. I did already adhere my 2 pattern papers together, and as you can see, I'm already going off script because I've tilted my top paper. So let's see where I go with this. Okay? I chose this cut file from my Cameo Library on Silhouette Studio to create this lovely page that we are scraplifting this week. To see my method. Cut file that I found in my library on Silhouette Studio. The other thing I'm going to do today that's going to go completely off script is I'm actually going to hand stitch this layout. I'm having a rough day, and hand stitching is therapeutic for me, so I'm not going to show it all on video, but I'm going to show you how I start. I start by poking the 4 corners of a square like this. Just use a hole pokey thingy, a piercer, and I poke the holes in the corners, and then I will do 1 line at a time. And I don't measure this at all, I just kind of guess and know they're not perfectly spaced, and I'm okay with that. And I'll just do 1 little line here, and you can see I've got the holes are starting to poke. I know I'm left-handed, I know my hand is in the way, I can't do anything about that. And this part doesn't take that long to do for me, because I don't bother to measure anything. Like I said, I find this very therapeutic. And what better can you do when you're angry about something than sit here and poke holes? I mean, I guess I could sit here and distress paper. That might let me take some anger out, right? And you just turn it and you keep going. So when I hand stitch, I actually secure my thread with a knot in the back I don't tape it, but you can most certainly, if you don't like the size of that knot, you can tack it down with washi tape on the back. I've seen others do that, but I don't. I just knot it. I'm doing a back stitch, and you start in the hole behind, and you go back. I think I've shown this in a video briefly before. It's not that hard, and like I said, I find it therapeutic to sit and do this for a short period of time. And yes, I have hand embroidered on fabric before as well, but I prefer paper crafting over fabric. When I was pregnant with my oldest son and on bed rest for what felt like forever, I actually hand embroidered quilt blocks for what we thought was going to be a little girl, and it turned out we had a little boy. And so we saved the quilt blocks, and ironically, the first girl I had, we didn't set the quilt together because my mom had made something else for her instead. But when my youngest was born, my mom set the blocks together and made this cute little, it's pink gingham with little kitty cats that I had hand embroidered for my oldest child, who would not have appreciated them. Anyway, this is just what it looks like as you go. It'll just be a straight line all the way around. So I'll be back. Let's get started. I've cut out my cut file and I'm getting ready to glue it down. I have finished out my stitching. It's all done. I also have matted my photos on white cardstock. And I cut these pieces of ephemera down a little bit more so that I could get some more on there. They're a little bigger and more like corner pieces, so let's get started. Some stuff off screen, so let's put it all together.